Walking into Tahbilk is like stepping back in time. Tahbilk was established here because we're part of the overland track from Sydney to Melbourne. People would take their cattle, sheep up and down between the two main locations in Australia. All the buildings are original and it is like walking into an 1860s village.
People understand that Tahbilk is quite old and therefore lots of history, but what they're surprised at is the fact that we still use all the historical buildings and even some of the historical equipment. They can see everything in use as it used to be.
Cellar doors, an original building built back in the 1860s, can stand amongst the history and taste some beautiful wine.
We always have older vintages available. People can get to understand the changes in a wine as the wine ages. And then there are the art of winemaking experiences where we teach people about how to blend wine and importantly why we blend wine. And they actually get to blend some wines themselves and take home a bottle of their own blend.
The underground cellars is definitely a highlight for lots of families that come here. It's just an experience that the kids love. You often are standing upstairs tasting wine and you can hear all the families downstairs making noises at each other and really immersing themselves in the history. It's quite amazing to be underneath the ground and in those tunnels. The nature of the site is so exploratory that it's beautiful for people who have kids, even teenage kids who can be some of the hardest people to satisfy. Just having a bit of a wander through the wetlands before you go is a pretty nice experience as well. You can also ride your bike in the wetlands, so it's always a lovely experience to get the bikes out and go for a bit of a cruise around. Bring your mountain bike, not your road bike. The Wetlands and Wildlife Reserve was set up with the intention of sharing our love of the natural environment.
We have guided tours of the wetlands, which we explain the ecology work that we're doing. We explain quite a number of the endangered species that we're helping to keep alive.
Customers can hire out the boat and go for a cruise around the backwaters. The kids just love sticking their heads out of there and feeling the wind on their face and listening to a bit of environmental chatter. They can also hire the boat out and we serve food and wine on there as well. Lots of people utilise the boat as a special experience with family and friends where they take a little bit of sparkling on and celebrate a beautiful occasion. We built the cafe on the back of the wetlands. We saw it as an opportunity to be able to share our family's love for the simple things in life really, just wine, food and great company. Tahbilk Winery itself sits on the edge of the Goulburn River and so there's quite a lot of people during summer and spring in particular who will take their canoe and come in through the back end of the winery. It's a great place for people to come and meet. Every season brings something different. What I love when people come here is just that sense of getting back in touch with their family and themselves and just having a bit of fun in a different environment.